Hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk H.P. Lovecraft. If you've not yet subscribed to our channel, please take a moment to do that now. All right, moving on through this latest batch of H.P. Lovecraft short stories. This one was written with Sonia H. Greene in 1922. The way that these reviews work is that I do a brief synopsis of the action and then follow up with some thoughts and things about what it all means. Today's story is 4 o'clock, again, with Sonia Greene. Written in 1922. All right, so it is 2 a.m. and a nameless narrator is having a hard time sleeping in their new apartment overlooking a graveyard because it's been foretold by a madman upon his deathbed that something bad is going to happen at 4 o'clock in this place. They'd gone to bed early and they've tried to sleep, but they've been unable to find any sort of rest. But now they're at the window looking out over the graveyard where a presence begins to take shape out of the ether, and it appears first like a clock reading 4 o'clock. But then, appearing next near the clock is a four-clawed creature, and it seems to be beckoning and saying 4 o'clock. The character seeks shelter beneath the covers, but then peering out at the newly painted wall of their apartment, they see various creatures dancing on the wall, all saying 4 o'clock. Back at the window, they look out and they see this greater creature. It's bursted into flames now, and it's beckoning them. And a wind comes up, and on the wind, building to crescendo, repeatedly is the phrase 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But then through the flames on the face of the creature, they realize that the face is that of the man who has died. Yeah, so not a lot here. It's fun, tension building, very similar, I would say, to a prose poem. Feels a lot like, though not a prose poem, feels a lot like Poe's The Raven, especially with that refrain of 4 o'clock, nevermore, nevermore. But ultimately, I found this to be a very disappointing story because of its vagueness. We don't learn enough about the man, who has died, why this prophecy, why inflicting upon them. We did learn that whatever befell the character wasn't the narrator's fault, so it's like, why is this creature coming from then? And, vagueness works sometimes, but not in this case. There's just not enough to go on. Here, that vagueness backfires. It keeps the story from becoming sort of fulfilling and feeling complete. Probably a 10-minute read, so it's not like it's a big loss, and there was some fun to it, but ultimately this is one that it makes sense that it never sort of entered the upper echelons of Lovecraft stories and has been left out of a lot of anthologies because there's just not a lot here. So yeah, the verdict is that, had you written this story in high school, you might be proud of it, but it's not necessarily ready for publication in its present form, but here it is, available online, and I will drop a link to the full text in the description. But yeah, there it is, 4 o'clock by Lovecraft and Sonia H. Greene from 1922. Next time, we'll be looking at Bothon, written by Lovecraft and Henry S. Whitehead, not published until 1946. So thank you, and until next time,